But we're back. Okay, so on the video that we did last time, that episode ended up being like 3 hours long. It was a long episode, and I didn't realize this, but Teams has a recording limit.
Imagine that.
Yeah, so like after I posted the video, I sent the link to a friend of mine for them to watch. They do journalism. They've taken a journalism college class already. They've graduated college, and they're 17.
What?
Yeah.
Like
But
fully
I said-
graduated?
Yeah, she's got her bachelor's degree and everything.
Okay.
But she took like a master class for journalism and film photography. And so I sent the link to her. She was like, it cut off at the end. It was weird. So then I watched it, and the episode ended up only being an hour and 8 minutes. So there's a solid 2 hours missing.
Oof.
That'll make no sense in the video.
It won't. That's why I just said it all, but...
Whoops.
So, how was school today?
Okay, so school has decided to make Wednesdays basically a homework day. You're not required to attend class. You're only required to submit to Infinite Campus an attendance check-in, which doesn't make sense to me. Why would you check in if you're not going to attend any of your classes? But anyway, so the theory is that this extra day is going to give people more time to catch up on their work and bring up all the Fs, of which, by the way, there are 53% of kids in our school right now have failing grades. 53%.
It was more than that the last time we recorded. It was like an 82% of the student body was failing.
It's insane.
Hey, this year I'm finally not one of those guys, okay?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
for real, I mean, how does that happen? It's not that hard, guys. You do your assignment, you turn it in, you're done. I mean,
Yeah,
I realize it takes time, but Jesus.
Yeah, and there are gonna be some assignments, or not assignments, but certain people that have the computer that can only submit so much of an assignment before it crashes. Like, I think 2 weeks ago, my computer crashed while submitting a 2-page, Poggle activity for AP Bio.
Oh, dude, I have one of those issues. I literally just went into my file where I have all my stuff, and I deleted a lot of the stuff I've already turned in.
Yeah.
And it fixed it.
Well, of course, a large portion of that is going to be because of the technological issues.
Yeah.
But there's also a decent portion out there that I know is you're not studying, you're not taking notes, you're not doing your work assignments, you're sitting at the computer sleeping while they're lecturing because you can.
Yeah. Or you can be like Joshua Munson in my film is lit class and be playing GTA 5 or something on your PC with your phone or tablet on one side.
Yeah, everybody's just lost their motivation to do work.
Yeah.
I mean, some of those people, I don't blame them. A lot of this stuff is weird, probably a little bit scary to some people, like germaphobes. But I mean, you gotta think of the popular kids that are they don't generally even do most of their work anyways, and now they have a good excuse for why they don't do their work.
Adrian made it.
Yeah. Oh, there he is.
Adrian, we were talking crap about you again.
What did you do today, Adrian?
Absolutely fucking nothing.
Boom.
Why are you late?
I played 5 hours worth of Apex.
Fuck me, anime.
Man. Okay, that splits me in half, dude, because on the one side, as a gamer, I'm proud of you, and on the other side, as a educational enthusiast, I'm disappointed in you. So, he's got two sides there.
The second they said you don't have to show up for classes, all of us realize, free day, yeah.
Yeah, but that's
but,
not,
like,
it's not supposed to be a free day.
I spent an hour playing with my brother on it. Had breakfast. Did another hour of that. Took a 2-hour break to do some Scarborough stuff because I have auditions today and didn't practice at all until today. But I did 2 hours worth of musical practice, played another 2 hours of Apex, and then I did an hour and a half of dance stuff. It's fucking hard. The audition is only 17 seconds long.
What? For dance or Scarborough?
For the dance portion of Scarborough, it's 17 seconds. And it's so hard.
I believe in you, dude. Tear up the dance floor. You just gotta pop and lock for 17 seconds.
I can't imagine you on the dance floor, freaking just
Well,
going
why
at
we
it
go
like
to
there's no
homecoming.
tomorrow.
We don't dance, we gamble.
What?
That's true, man.
You throw dice across the floor. That's it.
Oh yeah, Evan doesn't know. He's never been to homecoming.
I still got my winnings.
Yeah, me too. So at homecoming, Evan, they don't just do the loud shit music in the gym.
Mm-hmm.
They
In the
do
commons,
that,
they'll
but
put the
in
game
the
stuff.
commons, they've got roulette, blackjack,
Right.
Texas Hold'em, straight poker, and craps.
Uh-huh.
And so, like, me, Adrian, Cole, Connor, whoever else was with us last time, what was his name? Like Thomas, Tim, something like that?
I do not remember. It was one of Connor's
Neither
friends.
do I. We didn't dance at all.
Hmm.
We played poker
gambled
games
most of the night, and
all
then
night.
I'm pretty sure we did one song where we sang.
We tried to. We were going to do. Oh, what song were we going to do?
I don't know.
We were going to do a karaoke song as the last song of the night. And just as we were getting ready to go up and do it, they closed.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate. See, I'm all for karaoke, but the dancing part, I'm just, yeah, that's not me, dude.
Wait, okay. Dude, the dancing part is like, no, everyone's like self-absorbed and everything. So you just like, they'll focus on, them, not looking stupid. So it's at the point when nobody is actually looking at each other. And the whole karaoke thing, I don't know. That's where actual people like actually look at you and watch you and judge you because
Yeah.
they're doing nothing but watching you and
Well,
judging
you're not
you.
gonna go up there if you can't be judged. I mean, that's
Karaoke
kind of the
thing is
point.
pretty
Well,
fun.
I can't
I
because then I'll be
remember
a hypocrite.
last
I'm the
year
person
at
judging you
homecoming,
guys.
my friend Robin, bless his heart,
What do you
he
do?
can't sing.
See that one guy that was up there?
Bless his heart, he went up there
Right.
5 separate times to do karaoke with his girlfriend, and
That's all confident.
he cannot hold a pitch. It was so saddening.
I remember, I think sophomore year, like a bunch of us went up and just sang Piano Man as a group. We barely knew what we were saying. We just all up there like a bunch of drunk idiots.
I can play the harmonica part to that song, so
Good for you, man. I don't know how to do a harmonica. That's
Dude, you know what? If they allow prom and like homecoming happen this year, I'm gonna buy like Coca-Cola and from Mexico, so it's in the glass. So we'll do karaoke and we just have the glass bottles in our hands and just like sway back and forth like we're drunk.
I know prom.
so they're
pretty
not
good.
going to do homecoming this year.
Yeah.
not
Yeah,
surprised.
I already got news from Mr. Timmy and Stuco that we're not doing homecoming this year. But instead, I think we are going to do prom.
If
It's
we
gonna
do,
be a
I
weird
might
prom.
go.
It's going to be a very weird prom.
Yeah, but it's
Either
gonna be
way,
like
though,
prom.
I've got a family friend who has a 90-acre property out in the middle of the woods somewhere. And he's building a fairly large barn house thing.
Barn
But he
house.
lives in Puerto Rico. So he's
He
not going
lives-
to be living in this house he's building. And so he said to me and the rest of my family, if you ever want to use this, the key will be here.
So you're gonna be the hobo in the basement, is what you're saying.
So if we don't have homecoming and prom, I
Throw a
could
party.
probably put together some like a big venue there with us and our friends.
What friends, dude?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah.
Do I count as a person still, or am I just like downgraded even
Half
more now?
You're half person.
Compared to the rest of us, yes, we're all still people.
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, oh my god, you can't say anything nowadays without being offensive to somebody, I swear.
I don't care. I don't care.
Yeah, I've given up trying to be nice to people when like someone was on Instagram and I forget what they posted. Like I forget how it was posted, but it basically said don't say your opinion unless it's a fact.
That's counterintuitive. An opinion
Exactly.
is not
So I ranted with them for like 35 minutes about how opinions you can't have someone not say their opinion. It's gonna get said. People need to grow some balls, suck it up, and deal with it.
What
yes.
About the, hey,
What happened?
hey, what about the girls? They can't just grow balls, man.
That's what
Well-
truck nuts are for.
Exactly. That's taking the whole freaking, way too far right there. It was weird. I told my girlfriend to grow some balls, and she did.
Oh.
Yeah.
Evan, you seem like you know what I'm talking about, Evan.
I do, and it's unfortunate. I don't.
Yeah. So
Getting back to the school topic.
yeah, let's get back to school. I did absolutely diddly today.
Name.
I might be the one person in this call that actually worked today.
I worked.
What'd you work on, Nick?
I worked on math homework, English, homework. I freaking cleaned the whole house.
Good for you, dude. Okay, I'm the second person.
Here's the thing.
Okay.
I only had like 5 classes, and most of them didn't give me homework,
Oh, well.
so I just didn't got shit to do.
I heard
Yeah,
they were
that's
bringing
so
down their
nice.
curriculum quite a bit to match the COVID.
Yeah.
Quarantine.
We're not doing essays or
Oh,
as
we're-
many essays in lit
What?
classes.
Yeah, I've done like 4 or 5 essays already.
I have only had to do one, and it was
I've
for
done
like the
3
college
essays.
essay thesis stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did the
college.
same thing.
I had to do one about the Ben Wolf one, and then there was
Beowulf?
another. Yeah, Beowulf. There was another thing we read that I had to do another one on, and now we're doing another one that's about the story we're about to go into. So yeah, 4.
Tripping out.
Okay.
Apparently, my teacher didn't get the memo.
I've been analyzing a lot of stuff, and then we're going through Medea right now, the Greek tragedy. So we're
Yeah.
not really writing an essay right now. We're just kind of doing stuff with that. So this Wednesday, what did I do? Okay, glad you asked. I got up at 9 in the morning, which is like super late for me because I'm always up at like.
Unless it's a sleepover, in which case
That is
you'll
sad,
sleep until
dude.
3.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, that's an exception. Okay.
we
But
don't sleep.
anyway.
We don't sleep on a sleepover.
Up at 9, I did statistics homework. I did my lit homework. I did 3 separate college documents and sent all those in. I paid $48 to send my SAT scores to the colleges because that sucks. So yeah, but at least that's done now.
I
And
just
I,
crap ton
I
of stuff I need to do because of what you've been saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I got to retake the SATs, and I got to look into schools again. So that I have
Which
a backup
schools?
plan in case I can't go to the one I'm thinking of.
well, where you want to go, Adrian?
I wanted to go to, there's a school called Universal Technical Institute, which is a trade school. However, like, because of Rona, my mom has been concerned about what if it's just all online. And I was like, and then
How would
I'm
you do?
home if it is.
I don't know how you do a trade school online. Isn't that
I
like a
know,
lot
that's
of
like-
hands-on stuff?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
and for what he's doing, which is automotive and diesel tech, it would have to be hands-on.
welding.
Hmm.
Like
Yeah,
that's
and welding.
Okay.
Like,
because the
you can't-
school they don't have anything in Colorado. Like the closest is in Arizona.
yeah, there are ways out there.
The college is definitely in state, and I applied to UCCS, University of Denver, and Colorado School of Mines. So those are the 3 schools I'm looking at, with the exception of the Air Force Academy, and I'm looking good for that, except for one part, and that's the physical. And oh my god, I'm gonna die, dude! Every time I look at that sheet, it's like you have 2 minutes of push-ups, 2 minutes of sit-ups, a 1.5 mile run, and pull-ups, and it's one after the other, and you're expected to do like 70 push-ups and 80 sit-ups and like 12-minute 1.5 mile run time and like 20
Jesus
pull-ups.
Christ.
And I'm
Dude,
like,
dude,
what?
you
What?
realize that's not actually the real thing, right?
No, it is.
No,
It's
no,
the
it's
application.
not. I know some of those guys. It's actually not. They say a lot of crap like that. So
But
if
200
people
push-ups,
look at it and be like, I don't want to do it because I don't want to do all this. It's more of a intimidation factor of how far are you willing to actually go.
Well, I'm still gonna do it. It's just the requirements to be
It's a
competitive
lot.
are insane.
Push-ups, I can't do. Running, I can't do. Pull-ups, I can do on a good day. Sit-ups, I'm fine with. I can do sit-ups all day long.
That's because you're like a foldable chair, dude.
Hey, that's insulting to him and me.
So basically, we're all unathletic pieces of couch potatoes.
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't know. I've been working out like every night now, at the point where I'm just trying to gain weight now. I know, but I even ate a salad. Are you guys proud of me?
Wait, you're trying to gain weight and you ate a salad?
I know. The guy's like, eat healthy, work out, and you gain weight. And I'm just like, you know what? My pizza and
lost
chicken ain't
weight
working.
sitting around and doing nothing.
I can't gain weight like that though. It's weird.
I actually
It's-
kind
it's-
of gained some weight. I was like, I got 1 to 150 recently, and then I like leveled out again.
I've lost 5 pounds.
How the fuck did you lose 5
Dude,
pounds?
there's nothing to lose. What?
The bone is degrading.
I've got to lose weight, man. I'm sitting at like 180, and I look like a pear. Okay.
See? So are you in JRTC still, or did you get out of that?
No, I'm still in Rossi. Yeah.
How in the heck are you surviving the PT then?
Well, first of all, there basically is none right now.
Oh, that's why you're
And
still
second
in there.
of
That's
all,
the only reason.
I actually have been running a lot more and doing the push-ups and stuff, so I've got the muscle gain. It's just I'm not losing the weight. So, yeah, less of a pancake and more of an apple, I guess. I don't know. Does that make sense? More
Why-
fiber.
If you work out and gain
I
like, muscle
ate
mass,
nothing but like
not
maple
lose
syrup.
More like a Krispy Kreme donut.
Hey, not cream filled, okay? Not
Hey, at
yet.
least you taste good.
Oh, thanks, Nate.
Oh yeah, you're welcome. I'm here for it.
But I was cooking breakfast and I got done, finished eating, turned around and inhaled, and it felt like I had just taken, like I just bleh, I'm having a stroke. Chain smoked 20 cigarettes. It was awful.
Now, how would you know how that feels?
Oh, wouldn't you like to know?
I would like to know. Yes.
Be dangerous of what you tell them.
there's a lot of stuff where people is like, this is like this. How do you know what that is like? It's like, it tastes like shit. What, you eating shit on the side?
Yes, yes.
We're not gonna talk about that. Anyway, yeah. So that's pretty much the deal with school right now. It's insane.
There's a lot of loopholes that we can utilize, and we are utilizing them.
Yeah, have you noticed everybody uses Google all the time? Even in the classroom, I look over and I see people on Google during tests and stuff, and the teachers don't care. It's just
Because they can't do anything.
What are they gonna do?
Dude, I got a teacher that gave me permission to use Google. She's like, you didn't do good on this test. And I'm like, yeah, my notes weren't that good. And she's like, why didn't you use Google? And I was like, what?
Huh?
I'm like, okay. Thanks.
But the teachers can't do anything to stop you from using Google because you could have stayed home and still used it.
It's true. You're allowed to attend class in virtual, even if you're supposed to be in class.
And I don't get that. If you're not going to show up, even though you decided to choose to, why even go to school?
I
Yeah.
don't know. It's killing the initiative to learn.
Dude, that's like the
What?
freaking teenager's goal.
Yeah. There's certain classes though that people like you have to go in, like auto tech, Rocky, band, dance, those types of classes you need to go
Yeah.
in. You can't really do it online.
Yeah. So it turns out I didn't actually have to take a science this year. I thought I did. But during like parent-teacher conferences, my AP bio teacher was like, "Why'd you take my class? You didn't take chem." And I was like, "Because I needed another lab science and I didn't want to do I didn't want to do math. So chemistry and physics were gone."
Chemistry's fun, dude. Just saying. It's fun.
Dude,
And he
I
was just
gonna
like, "But
do
you didn't
that.
need the credit." I was like, "I thought I did." "You didn't." "But I thought I
think
did."
the credit I
Don't.
need this year is English credits. Like there's like a minimum amount of classes you're allowed to take.
Yeah. You have to take 4 years of English and then have 2 semesters worth of like English
Fine arts
electives.
credits or what? Which ones?
Like the lit electives, so like film as lit, journalism, women in literature, sci-fi.
I thought it was just fine
Just
arts.
like regular electives, because like you have like the regular classes like English, math, science, all that junk, and then you have the like electives where you take extra of those classes, and that fills up that portion.
Yeah. I decided to do film as lit and I love that class. It's great. Although I pull apart movies a little too much and the teacher asked me, "Please shut up."
Yeah,
We
all that-
were watching
Shut up.
Yeah, we were watching Psycho. Great movie. I loved it. And she started she had us analyze parts of the film. And the next day we had to present and debate about stuff. And I ripped that movie to bits. I pulled apart like every taxidermy, every name, what it meant, where they were, why they were, blah, 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 blah.
Why they were there.
Why they were where they were.
Is that not the goal of the class?
You just gotta
Yeah,
shoot
but
them.
I spent 20 minutes pulling this apart in class and talking, and the teacher was finally just like, "You've said enough. You've pulled this movie apart. Shut up and sit down."
Dude, you're like the guy that sees the unicorn flying in the air and you're just like, shoot it down.
Oh man, ASDF movie 13 is out now. That's
Oh, it is?
That's funny.
Really?
Watch
Yeah.
it. Just here.
He's still making them?
Can we watch it on here?
I think we can because we
What's
share,
out
like,
now?
screen shit.
I didn't realize he was still making them.
Huh.
Can't kill the cartoon.
You can't. It's always there, even if he doesn't make any. Like, I'm going to show my kids those. My
the
grandchildren,
stuff?
I'll be like, I'll tell you back in my day with COVID,
Day.
we had ASDF to keep us alive.
You didn't have to wear masks.
All right, who's sharing
I
it?
had to fight to wipe my ass.
Oh. And you better be right, I protested that.
Aisle
too.
12 was a bloodbath.
The dumb
Black
shit
Friday,
is
tour
actually-
paper.
Oh man.
I don't think any
20, we're
except
going to have the Hunger Games become a thing in 2020. It's gonna happen.
He got Milky Way, shoot out the tires.
bro, the South is gonna demolish every other district.
Yes.
I'm just gonna like fortify like either
Something
my
in
house or a friend's house and just be like, we're our own country because America's being overrun by Chaz or Chop or whatever the heck it's called. So we're gonna lose America, get this new country, so I'm just gonna make my own country.
The EDZ.
Exactly. Why just go to freaking Canada?
That's a Destiny reference for all you noobs out there.
All those who don't have a video game console.
All right, I got the ASDF thing. I'm gonna share it here.
Oh yes.
Fuck yeah.
Copyright. Do we have to do a copyright thing real quick?
Is she honestly gonna strike the video?
Can you see that?
I can put a disclaimer.
Yeah, we
here,
can see it.
Hold on. We don't own this video. Someone else does, but we find it
Oh,
funny.
watch
So
it.
YouTube, you
It's
can
funny.
shut your mouth.
High 500. Daddy.
Oh. Well, hey, Marshmallow Man.
Hey there!
How do you plead?
Guilty!
Come out with your hands up.
I'm gay.
Hey, about your new girlfriend. She's, punching my horse.
You've got too many legs!
Where do babies come from?
Baby gun.
What?
Hey, Mr. Goose, what you doing with that noose?
I love you.
I have a boyfriend. Oh no! I'm still alive. That's my boy. No, my boy! Father, help!
What's for dinner? My favorite. Let's get this party started.
This is a slumber party.
Yeah!
Hello, son.
Hello.
Are you ready to die? No? Then I'll come back later.
Oh, what kind of dog is he?
He's French.
With?
When I grow up, I want to be a doctor, just like you.
Aw, you're not gonna grow up.
Achoo!
I'm free.
We've got you on camera.
Well, I got you. Flowers.
Come on, everybody, do the whale dance.
Oh my god.
You're an idiot.
Muffin Time, the Ask the Movie themed card game, is out now. Collect and play action, counter, and trap cards to battle your friends in a chaotic game of luck and wits. Be the first to collect and keep 10 cards to win, but with over 100 unique cards in each box, anything can and probably will happen. Find out where you can get Muffin Time at muffintimegame.com.
Advertisement.
Got your nose?
What's a nose?
I don't know.
ASDF
That's beautiful.
Another
That was
brand.
beautiful.
ASDF is a whole nother brand of just what the fuck humor.
Dude, that was messed up. Oh my god.
Dude, there was so many one of those where I
You're
was
not
just
gonna
like,
grow up.
the whale.
That was dark, dude. That was so dark.
This is a whole nother brand of humor that we grew up on.
Dude,
God.
you're
I
gonna-
was sensitive
you're
like
gonna
a humor.
This is why we're psychos.
Yeah. I'm not gonna deny that.
I love that though. You're gonna die. No, then I'll come back later.
Oh, Adrian, did you see the Unus Annus costume contest?
Yeah,
Contest?
it came out like today, didn't it?
Yeah, it came out today. I'm going to pull up my favorite part of that episode. It was
I want to get an
Brilliant.
Unus Annus, like T-shirt or something, just to have it.
honestly, I'd be down for it. Is
Figure
my
that-
brother on the hoverboard upstairs? Is that what I'm hearing?
You have a freaking hoverboard?
I do.
You're one of those people?
Oh yeah, something that happened like forever ago. This was back in Germany. We went to like stay at a ski lodge or something, and we were staying there, and they had like a game room which had like a bunch of toys and like a little playground setup thing. And inside of it, it had something that looked like a hoverboard, except it wasn't, because this was like way back then, like early 2010s. and it looked like a hoverboard, except you like pedaled it.
Did it actually hover, or did it just have wheels?
You mean
It
like the
had wheels.
bicycle?
No, it was like, you know, like the hoverboard things, you know, like the 2 wheels and that's it. It's like a Segway without a handlebar. It was like that, except you pedaled it. Like one like platform was above the other, and then you just moved back and
Okay,
forth.
I've got it. I pulled it up.
It's
Here,
weird.
you guys are going to love this. Specifically, the skeleton costume.
Oh, I thought
Again,
you-
we don't own this video, but it's funny.
What am
Tyler, there's no sound.
What? What?
Adrian, how did you do the sound?
Here we go.
Cute. 3, 2, 1.
Like,
Hey, man.
Oh my god!
Really cute, actually. Really cute.
Oh my god!
Hey, I just want to look at your costume closely.
I had a whole bit prepared, you know, I was ready to defend it. I was thinking of quotes and movie lines.
Well, make a quote. Show me your quote. It's not all about me.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Well, I want to hear about your costume.
Cruise.
Cusco.
I like how it's moving.
it's just twitching.
Poison. Cruise.
Tyler, why? What do you watch late at night?
This is alright, so this channel is called Unus Annus. It was Mark and Ethan. They were doing like one whole year where they like released a video every single day. And they were supposed to like delete it all sometime in November. And they had like not too long left. And they do a bunch of
We've got like
that.
6 days left.
Oh shit. I really want to like order one of those hoodies.
Yeah,
So I'm-
I might just order one just because, but
Bring
you
it
gotta
to school.
say, that man had a boner.
Bring that, dude.
Tell
Bring
us
that to
how
school,
Drink his calcium, man. Oh my god.
dude. Can you imagine wearing that to
He
school? for
needs
Halloween?
some milk.
No, he has too much milk.
If you got something like that on your skeleton, see a doctor now, please.
No. You go to school.
Skeleton.
You go to school
Bones
and
should
show it
not
off.
have a dick.
Oh my god.
You go to school and show it off because
You
nobody
have
can
a
make
bone in your dick. Then there's like several other problems.
This video immediately is going to be age restricted.
Plus, why? We're talking about dicks. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's the internet and it is a foul place.
Oh, you could go
We're
to school
getting
now. It's
sensitive
part of
nowadays.
your body. You're changing.
Dude, that's what you put.
Plus,
Dude.
it gets horrible jokes now.
In very tiny letters, you actually put that on the bottom left corner, and somebody's like sues you to take the video off, and you just go, "Look at this."
Do you remember like the 6th grade sex ed video where it's like change is around the corner?
Yes.
They just went
Yes!
through the anatomy
That
of your
video was
body.
fucking bizarre.
Dude, I hated that.
That is the weirdest thing.
This
Like,
is
you take a bunch of immature, like, preteens, and you put them in a room, you teach them about puberty and people fucking.
We don't need people to teach us that. We'll figure it out on our own.
Well,
got Google.
okay. I do think that you should be taught the safety part of it for sure.
Yeah, the safety part, like,
You silly rap your
Here's-
will.
here's how they need to start teaching sex ed.
God.
Oh,
We're
God.
This
going
is
on
a baby.
very dark
Censored.
topic.
What a video.
This is a
Hold on.
baby. It
Hold on.
costs $25 million a year to have one.
That's not accurate. That's not an accurate figure.
If you want to have a child, it's going to cost this much. It's going to take up this much of your time. And if you don't want a child, here's how you prevent that.
That would be nice. I would like to see that in a video.
Exactly.
They're always like,
Not-
avoid teen pregnancy, but they never tell you how much money it costs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
They're
that's the
always
point.
like-
That's what they're trying to tell you.
Responsible, but then there's
Here's a dick.
like
That was just a blur.
changes. That's it.
You know my favorite part of that though? They're like, don't be embarrassed when you go into a pharmacy and you're asking for a condom. It's like that's not why they're nervous or like sketchy. It's because they don't want the parents to find out.
Yes.
Think
back
about
to
it.
Rico,
Also,
we went to
where
like a
do you get good condoms? Like people say, you go to the pharmacy, you go to the gas station. Where the fuck do you find good condoms? What
Why are
defines,
you asking that?
What defines a good condom?
You.
Like, how do you know a
works.
condom is any
That's it.
good until
Adrian,
It could be
Adrian,
a Snickers wrapper for all it matters, as
A-
long as it does its job.
Adrian can define it for you.
Wait, so
It's
How
my
do you know a
supplier.
condom is any good until 9 months after you've used it?
Why would you keep it for that long?
No,
Well,
Nick,
you
I
wouldn't
don't
know
think
if
you
a
got the
condom is
joke.
any good until like
No, I got the joke, but I'm just like, we
Tyler,
use.
technically
You gotta save
speaking-
money. We use.
No,
Tyler, technically speaking, you don't know if it's any good until her next period.
Yes!
Okay, listen carefully. For those of you who are listening, if you're still living with your parents, you should not be having sex, okay?
So yeah,
Don't.
become a
do
hobo.
sex when your parents are home.
Don't
It's
do
too
sex.
risky.
Don't
Yeah,
do
become a
sex
hobo
unless
and then
you
do it.
can afford the consequences of sex,
Yeah,
Yeah.
know the consequences.
aka babies, STDs, STIs.
What is it now?
Lawsuits.
Is it just STIs now? They just changed it. I
Yeah,
think.
they changed
I think
the
it's
whole
like
thing.
this.
COVID.
I still think
Lost,
STDs.
prison time, loans, debt, women.
Isn't that the good part?
No, that's the worst part.
Oh, yeah.
What are you talking
It's a
about?
two-way street. They're good until they're being like, and our shout out to our first subscriber. I know who you are. I'm not gonna give away your name,
Oh my
but
god.
you're a female. I have nothing against you. It's just there's a point where with dating that women become a little too much. Like they'll become too clingy, too talkative. They won't let you go out and do stuff.
Well, yeah, and I definitely think that's a two-way street because I know we start to make them pretty upset at a point too. But
Yeah, you have.
Yeah.
Yes, and we do have to give the partner attention, but that doesn't mean we stop giving other people attention. Like,
yes, yes.
you remember, you all remember Ashley. You all remember the demon that was her, and
You
still
realize she's
is.
gonna be watching this and be
video
like,
for like hearing this.
You might want to
I know.
consider bleeping that out.
Okay,
you're
but
gonna get a text
so-
message in a couple of days of you.
I have her number blocked, and if she wants to talk to me, she can do it face to face. She can fucking suck it up. She can deal with it. But
You just don't get.
those watching this, Ashley was my first girlfriend and probably the worst mistake I've ever made.
My worst, but not my
She-
my first, but not my last.
She was physically and emotionally abusive. There was my 8th grade year when we were dating. Me and Evan had planned something out. I think it was like the week of Halloween or something.
But I don't remember, dude. That was so long ago.
But I was gonna go over to his house after school, and we were gonna play games, watch movies, maybe do a sleepover. That was the plan. I'm walking home. Ashley's walking next to me. I saw you, like 20 yards away, started shouting your name and flying down the hill so I could catch up to you. And I caught you. You had already crossed the street at that at the like research intersection. And Ashley caught up to me at the light, and she was like, "Why'd you do that? You don't love me. You won't hang out with me." And I was finally just like, I planned this like a week ago. Like,
Dude.
I have to go hang out with my friends. I can't just hang out with you.
So
Chicks
even
have to know and abide by the bros before hoes rule, dude. Just
even if, like some of us didn't date Ashley, but there was quite a bit of drama that came up around her that
Yes.
wasn't that we all knew about because we heard it from each other.
She also
just
cheated on me. Fun fact.
Well, and let's be honest, this is a high school relationship. I don't really consider high school dating real dating. I mean,
Yeah,
it it fails all too often.
Like most of the time, you're just too immature to understand what you need.
And it's a
but
good
with-
experience
From
builder.
both sides of the
Yeah.
yeah.
With here's my opinion on dating. You're using the person. It sounds
Adrian.
rude and whatnot, but when you're dating, you're using the person to find out more about yourself, what you like, what you can tolerate, right?
I don't know that that's the only purpose, but it's definitely a good way to measure it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
You're-
it's like friendships. It's like you use your friends to have a good time. Like it sounds really bad because
Did
you're
you just
using
friend
the
zone
word
me,
you. Yes, you are a friend. I'm just yes. Hey, I'm
sounds
straight.
bad,
I don't know about you.
but that's what it
Whoa.
is. It sounds bad, but that's what it is.
Maybe in the beginning, but it should develop into something more.
Yeah.
Well,
if it's a
it
good
should
match for you.
even
And that
when
doesn't
you're,
always
like-
mean that
but,
they like
like-
what you like. Like too many people think they have to like exactly what I like. That's not true.
Not the
you
case.
know.
You let me
There's a
do what I
balance.
like. That's fine. As long as you, I feel like if both sides of a relationship, y'all have like things you like. As long as you support what they want to do, I feel like that'll be like a good relationship. You know?
Yeah. The most healthy relationships are those that find that balance. The ones that understand the other, understand themselves, and are willing to make compromises.
Is it like
Yes,
no high school
exactly.
relationship?
It's
You
never
do not
gonna
understand yourself
one-sided
in high school.
relationship is never gonna be a good relationship.
Compromise is important. Yeah.
Yeah. And my
Oh.
last girlfriend, I'm not going to say her name, but you all know who I'm talking about.
I think so.
She
I think so.
I don't know, dude. There's like 5.
There's like 5
There's only been 3.
It seems like 5.
in the same week.
No, I'm not a playboy.
This is
I'm
an
not a
Amazon.
playboy.
The name starts with A, right? Pretty sure.
What?
Adrian's dropping hints.
But okay, so my last date was a bit of a unique situation. The initial reason we broke up was just so she could have a little bit of time to deal with some family stuff. That was the initial reason. And as time went on, that reason kind of expanded on itself. There was family stuff. There was the fact that I'm not the best at restraining my anger when it's extreme.
Yeah.
Got that over
I'm
here.
very good at sounding threatening. I'm very good at doing that.
Yeah.
And then there was, from what I saw later on, is the last couple of weeks of the relationship, she started hanging out a lot more. And there's nothing wrong with hanging out with another guy. There's nothing wrong with that. But it was the context of where and how she was hanging out with him. It was, she'd cancel a date we made a week before. And then her excuse was, I'm hanging out with this guy. And it was like that for the last like 3 or 4 weeks or something like that. And that just, after breaking up and now she's dating that individual, it just seems fishy. It doesn't add up in a good way.
Like I see what you like. I know what you're talking about. I mean, there's a point where it's like she's just like hanging out with another dude, but she's literally can't like. When you're in a relationship, it's kind of like this other person is your top like pipe. Yeah. So it's like you would do stuff with them, and like you won't like if you set up a plan, you're not just going to like cancel it type deal. Like you made a plan and stuff, and you're gonna
And
do
if
it.
you're going to cancel it, you better damn well have a good excuse.
I feel
You
like
better have a good reason.
I feel like a good like thing to go by is if you made plans with someone and someone else wants to do plans, you don't just cancel on that first person.
Yeah.
Unless it's like an
First
emergency
come,
type
first serve.
situation.
Yeah, pre-established plans should come first.
'Cause, like, let's say your girlfriend wants to, like, let's say your friend wants to go to the movies, and then later on, so like you make a plan with them, and then later on, like your girlfriend or something wants to go to the movies too. you're like, all right, just not this day because I'm planning to go with my friends to the movies, and then you have to kind of
Yeah.
go like,
Well,
Dude, that takes communication, and so many people can't do that.
in dating, I give my friends priority because
Yes.
friends have a long pre-established,
Relationship.
commitment to you.
Yeah.
Because friends help each other out, and it's been that way for a long time. You have trust established.
You're friends before your significant others. That's
Yeah.
how it, if you're dating someone you haven't been friends with for a long time, chances are it's not going to go well.
Exactly.
You're friends with the date first. Then you start dating.
Yeah, my problem is when
That's like-
when you start dating them, you kind of like learn certain boundaries before going into a relationship.
Yeah.
You insulted like every dating website that's out there.
well, my problem is when the date tries to get in between you and other people because they're jealous.
Yes.
Paranoid, like they think you don't like them because you're spending so much time with the other people. It's like, no, I have a better relationship with them because I've been with them longer,
Yeah.
and we're still building our relationship, and you need to be respectful of that.
Well, the thing is, like with that, is also if you're feeling paranoid that you're, like, your others like, sneaking around or like cheating on you, it's not a good relationship at that point too, because you don't trust them. You're all paranoid, and it's
Yeah.
like, dude, calm down.
Well,
I mean,
with
if you're-
going off of that, give them the benefit of the doubt and ask. Ask them, like, what are you doing with this group of people? And then you can go and ask people from whatever list you have
double check
their side of the story, and cross-reference,
become
double
a
check. Because then if someone's lying, if their stories don't match up, someone's lying, and you're going to find out who.
But then that's also
And why?
then you don't trust it, and you're literally like going out of your way just to see.
No, it's not necessarily a lack of trust. It kind of is a lack of trust in their word. But we're human. We make mistakes. But we have all made promises in the past that we can't always keep. We've all done it.
Yeah.
I know that Lego's whole deal really went down the drain after middle school.
Yeah. But there comes a point in a relationship where you have to be okay with fact checking. Like, yes, they're going to make a mistake, but it's also nice to be able to back yourself up. If you're going to cheat in a relationship,
you should be a lawyer.
Yeah, it just
if
don't.
you decide to cheat in a relationship, you shouldn't be in a relationship.
Yeah.
The best thing is, and it's everyone's like, oh, that's so cliche. It's like the best thing for an actual relationship is like communication. Is like key.
And then you understand what's going down.
It may sound like communication, but it's like no, like it's actually because like if you're questioning like, are they telling me everything, blah blah blah, and it's like that communication isn't there, it's just going to cause all sorts of problems.
Yeah, and then you do need to talk to the other person and just set things straight.
Because it's a two-way street. It's not just like, it's not like the guy has to win over the girl. It's like you said yes to date him. That means
you be like,
he already won over you.
Yeah.
I saw a post on like Twitter a couple of days ago, and this is probably something that everyone has already heard, like most people would already think. In a relationship, don't, like, the way it's worded, it sounds like it's targeting women specifically, but when you're in a relationship, don't expect to be treated like a queen if you're not going to treat the other person the same way. So don't expect the other party to pay for everything. Don't expect them to drive you everywhere. Don't expect them to make time unless you can do the same thing.
The Bachelor.
All right, so wait, hold up. This is a very like in-topic discussion, but I want to kind of point out the time.
Yeah, we've got like 4 minutes left.
Yeah, we're on the edge here.
But
Just wanted to make sure we all.
communication is key. Trust is a thing. Don't cheat. If you cheat, you shouldn't be dating. If you're gonna be a bitch or a dick, depending on which you decide to use, after the relationship, don't talk to the individual.
Nice.
If you're gonna be a dick to someone because they broke up with you, don't talk to them. If they're being a bitch about something after you break up, don't talk to them. If they continue to try and talk to you, figure out something to say that gets them off your back.
You know what? Here's a good thing. If you're in a situation where you break up and everything, don't say I still want to be friends if you don't mean it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel
Yeah,
like
that's
that's a good
true.
piece of advice because
Yeah, like
if both of you can if you amicably end a relationship.
That's a big word.
Yeah, we're all having strokes here. If you can amicably end a relationship, shut up. If you can just end a relationship on a good note, then you can still have like a semi-friendly relationship afterwards.
yeah, like Adrian, me and V, we broke up. You two are now dating. We still talk like friends. We
Dude.
don't hate each other.
Dude, I think Evan's the only one that she hasn't been with.
That's a good point. V has dated everyone but you in this call right now.
That's a good thing. That's a very good thing.
Yeah, you and her did not get along.
No, I don't get along well with that kind of person. I just don't.
Dude, what?
And I have
I don't
no
even
problem
know why
admitting
you
it.
get along with us.
You know what I really appreciate? We didn't censor the one chick's name, and then the other two.
And the other two are fine. It's just she was a bitch.
You know,
Dude.
I have absolutely no problem with telling people I don't like them. You know,
Evan.
they can take it and do what they want with it.
This is really gonna show like how long we've been friends. But do you remember Ben from elementary school?
Ben Gerson, yes.
Yeah, him and me almost got into a fight because he was all like anti-Hunter, and I was like on a proud, got to defend my family's name, and you literally like ran in between us.
I was just like, both of you, shut the fuck up.
No, he looked like we were about to throw a fist. And my favorite part is like, I think back to that, and I'm just like, where the heck was the teacher? Because we were like up in each other's faces, like about to freaking just like wrestle and like slap each other.
You know what's my favorite thing about remembering old things? It's like looking back at it from like an older outside perspective. Like if I was in the moment, like if I was back in middle school and I was doing the things I was doing, like one of the things we did was we went into like a bathroom stall, we locked it, and then we left the stall. Not by crawling underneath, like a normal person would. We would hop up over the stall into the next one and then walk out normally.
I did not do that.
Yeah, back then it was like a fun thing to do.
Yeah, it was.
I'm like thinking, why didn't we just crawl under? Or why did we do that in the first place? And then it's just kind of fun to like pick apart your own decisions when you were younger.
Yeah.
Man, I was that stupid. Huh. And then you look at what you did yesterday. Oh, I'm still that
We've
stupid.
got 30 seconds.
All
before
right.
the recording is most likely
Oh,
to
did you
end,
know the middle finger is offensive because it's meant to be in the shape of a dick?
Okay. So for
I'm single, ready to mingle.
for those of you that have stuck with us this long, you're committed. Thank you. You're an awesome audience. I'd like to remind you guys, if you're that committed, check out my YouTube channel too, Oninoyama426. I do gaming videos, so that's fun.
And I'm single.
Beach
Come
Boogie
and find
Boys,
me.
that too, because we need
Yes.
to be motivated.
We need the motivation.
All right, well, this has been technically episode 2, but we're going to call it episode 1 because it's the only one that will actually save of Black Collar Podcast.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Catch you later, guys.
Is it done?
I gotta stop the recording. Here we go.
Stop it. Stop.
Just. Hello, everyone.
everyone. I'm sorry this episode was so late. I had some troubles retrieving it. File was a little corrupted and I had to re-download it several times, but this was episode 2 of Black Collar Podcasts. Click here for episode 1, or technically 0.5, but we'll see you again soon. Thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.